Welcome to World Movie Reviews. This is your host Frank the Vamp, and today I got a special video for you. Um, as you can see lately by my '80s movie showdown little videos that I've been releasing, I'm really nostalgic about the '80s. Also, my friend Grumpy Andrew, please check out his site and subscribe. He's making so cool videos about 80s vampire month. He's doing like a whole month on vampires. Hopefully, he ran into a little trouble. Hopefully, he continues. But now comes the fact that I'm nostalgic about the 80s make me think about evil dolls. I mean, we all remember Chucky, the voodoo doll. I mean, that you know, basically the soul was put into the body of this toy and with horrible consequences. We all remember the puppet master and this man who had learned this ancient secret, to animate these dolls and command them from evil bidding. And basically, from that point on, it followed on to many. Well, we can think back to the before that the evil doll from the Poltergeist movie, the evil clown doll, and man, yeah, the '80s was just a great time for evil dolls. So it was only natural that an Italian American movie will come out and follow in and cash in on that idea. But the results were actually incredibly great. You would think there's a million ways to mess this movie up, but no, this movie is fantastic, and you probably never heard of it. So you have to dig into VHS heaven to find Dolls, made in 1987, and this movie directed by Stuart Gordon, starring Stephen Lee, Guy Roth, Hilary Mason, and Carrie Lorraine, among others. Um, yeah, I mean it's the movie is, you can say it's cliche, you can say it's boring on some other ideas that's been done before, but this movie is really great and it's really fun. It made me remember why the '80s was so great. So let's talk about the plot and let's talk about all the fuss that there's to do about dolls. Dolls, it's made in Italy, but with American actors. But supposedly, I think it takes place in Britain. It's not clear, but it looks like. Well, the movie starts like this. We have this cliche yet typical, really bad parents, but they take bad parents in a non-cliche way to a whole new level. We got, he's this divorced guy that has this new rich woman, and that's a stepmother to this adorable little girl, and they're just, I'm sorry to say, but they're just horrible people. They're just horrible parents, period. And they treat their daughter and stepdaughter like she was nothing. They fed up with her, and they're going to this country, like I said, supposedly British countryside, and all of a sudden, they try to. There's these two hitchhiker girls that want to get in, and they just pretty much almost ran them over. They're just horrible, and they eventually, because of a sudden storm, they get stuck in the mud in front of this very Victorian old house, without being night and all. They have no other choice than to walk into this house, and they're welcomed by these two very weird old couple. And this old couple, they say they're toy makers, and they welcome them into their home, and they say, hey, what a horrible storm. Yeah, the weather's bad around here. Yeah, you can stay here, no problem. Then they, all of a sudden they get other guests, which and other people also stuck because of the storm. This guy who did pick up the two hitchhikers that they almost ran them over. But they don't seem to acknowledge that, which is kind of weird. But anyhow, the movie set up that they're just going to spend the night here in this old home, which is full of dolls. And of course, should I mean it shouldn't be a spoiler because the movie is called Dolls. But there are you know I guess I'm not gonna reveal how they got like that, but there's evil dolls that will kill you when you sleep. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I think it's in the trailer. I think you can pretty much guess it by the cover of the DVD. It's just pretty much that, but there's a secret to that, which I'm not gonna spoil. Why they're like that and why do they do what they do. But yeah, I mean it's a pretty simple plot, but what works? Many things. Um, let's talk first of all about the little girl. The little girl is so loving, so believable. I mean, and she has a pretty active imagination. There's a scene where her horrible mother grabs her teddy bear and tosses it in the woods. And she says, you don't need that stupid toy. It's going to slow you down. And the little girl imagines that the little toy becomes gigantic and then turns into this horrible bear and mauls her parents down. And that's pretty creepy. I mean, that freaking teddy bear looks creepy. But the acting of the little girl, I mean, she is so adorable and she seems believable. Of course, she's the one that always believes that the toys are moving, that the toys can talk. The toys, have a life of their own, but no one believes her. But she befriends this guy Ralph, and Ralph, it's really great because he's like a grown up guy, right? But he loves his toys. He loves his toys and he loves all toys, and he's sort of like like a big kid inside, and that plays a big role in the movie. And that's what the movie has. The movie has a heart. I believe that little girl, she's so adorable and she's so into her role. Like, yeah, you could totally see her fear of the dolls, but you could see that she understands them, and that she actually can communicate with them on some sort of level where the adults just want to destroy the dolls. She either wants to be friended or she wants to be respected by them, kind of like, I'm not gonna mess with you, you're not gonna mess with me thing. So that really works, and I love Ralph acting too. Even though they're cliche, the two parents that are so horrible are doing pretty good job, and the old couple that are getting in the toy makers, oh man, they're doing so. I guess overall, I can say the acting is just fantastic. It's a very average story, and let me tell you, pretty much everything, almost everything that you think is going to happen, but it's just done in such a great way that you just, I mean, I am baffled by the fact that the story, like I said, it's just so done, but it just works because the acting is so good. The story is very concise and well written, even though it's very simple. The other thing that works is the dolls are so freaking creepy. Some of them are go from average to terrifying looking, and there will be some that will make you cringe. And if you're afraid of dolls, this is definitely not. Oh yeah, and he has an evil clown doll too. Oh man, so if you like evil clown dolls, or if you're afraid of them, you may want to stay away. But if you're like a masochist and you want the pain of seeing that, you will want to stick around. So yeah, the practical effects work great. I mean, no CG. There's some stop motion. Looks a little cheesy. I mean, I'm guessing because of the low budget, quality. But I am. I'm gonna say that. I mean, it works. I guess you could call this a B movie of some sorts, but because it's a B movie, it's like one of the best B movies I've seen. So, and I'm gonna dare to say this rivals Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and it rivals the Toxic Avenger as some of my favorite B movies. So yeah, it's really that good. Um, One of the final things that I want to mention about the movie is just that oh yeah, the reveal what's inside the dolls is really, it's not 100% original, but it is very creepy, and it kind of channels a little bit of Puppet Master there, even though it was made before Puppet Master. So go figure. Um, yeah, it's really, it's really really good. I mean, it's a movie that says it's gonna suck all over it. It doesn't. I want to encourage you to watch this movie, The Great, because it's a B movie scale. I'm gonna give this an A. Yes, as B movies. And if even if it was a regular horror movie, I'm willing to give this a B plus A minus. I just love this so much. I mean, call it a guilty pleasure, but freaking watch Dolls. I think that's I can't confirm, but I think this is it's a new release of Screen Factory DVD. Definitely, I would recommend that you pick this up. Definitely a watch. Definitely a keeper. If you like Evil Doll movies, this is a must. So there you go. That's the review. So if you like this video, comment on it. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know if you didn't like the movie. Um, you know, Tell me all about it. And please subscribe. I need subscribers. Subscribers, I love you. I love you. Take care and don't play with evil dolls because they just may kill you when you sleep. Or so pretty much every horror movie that has out there with dolls will do. So yeah. So be aware. Be aware. Be aware or beware. Well, be aware of that and beware too. Take it easy, guys. See you next time.